have chat? Why are you doing this?
No, we're recording.
Then why does it matter?
Because we're putting this on YouTube.
You get 5 minutes.
Right, and we're also putting this on Spotify.
Spotify?
Yeah. Okay. Alright, Tusk. You're, as much as like you hate to admit it, you're actually like a staple kind of individual here in the community. You're the type of person that like, hey, you know, like I wanna be friends with Tusk, or like I wanna go
Who
to
says
like
that?
Tusk. Bro, like I swear to God, I feel like you totally don't know it. I hate that like you get so nervous when it's just like we like you want to host something here and you're like no one's gonna show up.
They
And
don't.
it's just like, no, like why do you think about it like that? Like, you know, people love being here.
Next question.
Okay, next question. Who do you main right now?
Who do I main?
Yeah.
Anomaly would love me, but it's Piranha Plant.
What?
I don't
Why'd
play
you-
this game anymore.
Okay, so why'd you want to host today? You don't play the game.
Oh,
You made a salt
there's
pizza.
a little pizza oven out there.
Okay, you wanted to test it out.
Yeah.
You wanted to have an excuse to like cook as much pizza as you could.
Yes.
How'd it go?
Not good.
We didn't.
It
Do you have
was-
any? Do we
it
have
was
any
hard.
photos like of the pizza, like the burnt pizza?
It was excellent pizza.
Oh yeah, it
by
was
the way.
perfect. You know, like I totally
But-
enjoyed myself every single moment of it. I was just like yum 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 yum. Okay, we burned a lot of pizza.
Yeah, I burned a lot of
the,
pizza. It's our first time using
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's a new like gas
the
oven.
the bottom of the dough was like
Soft.
Like, yeah,
It's
some
hard.
part of it.
It's hard because I've used a pizza recipe.
Is it
for
is it
so
like one of those
long,
things where
and
like you
it's
just
got
have to
too
like
much
like
moisture
keep
in
like
it.
rolling it, or like was it just that?
No. It's because it had too much moisture.
Mhm.
We needed cornmeal and less oil in it because it wouldn't get off the pizza peel.
Big stuff.
So when you put it inside the oven, you can't pull it out. You can't move it. You can't do anything with it. That's why one part was charred because we couldn't move it around once it was in there.
Okay, what's your best experience of tonight? Worst experience of tonight?
No worst experience. I'm just. I host these for you guys.
How come you didn't play
I don't
friendlies with
host-
us?
I did. I played with RGM and Johan.
Nice.
I only played Piranha Plant.
Is Johan still free?
Is he still free? No, he's getting better. He's actually like
Like
above.
slowly.
I'd say he's above Wi-Fi warriors. So like
Okay.
could get into Elite Smash.
I can't get into
That's-
this lead slash for like the
that's
life
'cause
of me.
you're bad.
Yeah, it's because I'm bad. But yeah,
It's 'cause you just pick the worst options.
yeah. I
Okay,
do.
hold on. For anyone out there, a mix-up. Okay. Imagine you can do 10 different things.
Mhm.
Number 10 is the worst thing you can do.
I choose 10.
Just because you can pick number 10 doesn't mean you should. Like saying something is a mix-up is like not like the only reason to do a move. Like,
Bet.
stop. No. Like, if you can do something, that doesn't mean do it. Bad moves are bad moves for a reason.
Okay, you like cooking. You like cooking for us and such. What's your favorite food? Yeah.
You know I don't know how to cook, right?
Well, like it
I
looks
only
like
know how to cook
you
Pizza.
know how to cook like some things.
It's case by case.
Case by case.
I can't look at a fridge and immediately.
I know what I'm
pick
gonna
stuff
cook
out,
tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely like I have to plan. Like, oh, I need beef. Oh, I need lamb. Oh, I need this.
Yeah.
So like I look in the fridge and I'm like, why is there no food? Because there's like no meat
Yeah.
that I can just list. Like, it's all frozen, and I should have thought it an hour ago.
Okay. You're not playing Smash right now. So what are you playing right now?
Why
I-
are you
like-
asking me?
Well,
this?
like people want to know. Like
Who wants to know?
It's because I like you.
if
You
you
don't
are-
understand
no,
how many
no.
people care to know what Tusk is doing.
No.
They're like
The
people are like,
answer
what
is
is
zero.
Tusk doing?
All right,
Like
all right, hold on.
like every like Hypey, Zell. They're like, oh, let's go to Tusk. You know, just because Zell's in here doesn't mean he didn't want to be here.
No. Okay.
Hypey literally doesn't show up
How
to
about
any
this?
event, and he's like, I'm gonna be there at Tusk. You know, it's just like
Look, I'm gonna test this theory of yours that people want to know. If you want to know anything about me, message me the word fruitcake, and I'll have known that you watched this specific video at this specific time in our interview.
What if they don't know what your Facebook is at that time, or like you've deleted it again?
Hmm?
Yeah, like what if like they go back, they watch this interview, and you've changed your name once
Okay,
again?
I'll leave it up for 6 months, and if nobody
Okay.
does in 6 months, then you're gonna have to admit no one cares about this.
But if they do, okay.
Not that it like nobody cares. I'm just saying like this interview with me in particular.
Okay. Still, what games do you play?
I'm playing WoW
Okay, which version?
Classic
Okay. Why classic and why not the OG?
because
I guess they're
It's-
both
it-
OG.
well,
I just like
mostly-
realized that they're put like that's the OG one.
no. I mean I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's new. I mean it's like
Yeah.
if
What?
okay,
Yeah.
but like if you're getting into retail, like retail has so many systems that I don't even care about, and I haven't cared about WoW because I never stuck it out from the beginning. But like classic, you can jump in now, and like
And
now you can
everybody's at
start
the-
building up your collection, and like people are like, yeah, people are baseline. So like new stuff from like classic comes out, and like you can race other people to get that new stuff. So
And it doesn't feel the same as
Yeah.
retail, where you're not necessarily competing with other people. You're like
yeah,
just
retail
competing
feels like
with yourself.
retail feels like a grind, where it's like
Well, that's what
a
it-
chore to do stuff.
Well,
but
that's
it's fun
the
to do
thing.
random
Like WoW
things.
Classic was made to be an entertaining experience, and now retail is just made from like a marketing perspective.
Well, no, I think both are just cash cows
You think WoW Classic was made with the intention of
making money.
No, like so, like I think most products made nowadays are being leaning more and more towards that ideology. Naturally, there's still
The-
companies like Nintendo that says like we're not gonna sell skins.
Yeah,
like
the-
you know,
the
kind of thing.
Game as a service idea,
Yeah.
like Fortnite. No, I think Classic was made to appease fans. Like, occasionally Blizzard will do stuff to throw people bones, and Classic is one for the OG World of Warcraft fans. I don't think that they realized how popular it was going to be, because if you go back and look at the original like server numbers, when like every server had a queue, like
I thought it was
It was
so
crazy.
funny how organized the WoW Classic community became, such as
Oh,
like
yeah.
making lines, because
Making lines.
like
well,
to
that
kill
was
a
a meme. No.
no, like to kill like a mob, like or like a monster, like in the
Yeah.
early early
But do you know
levels.
how like it actually works in game?
How does it work?
So if you are the first one to hit it, then you get the tag, and then you get the credit for killing it. And if nobody else is in your group, then they don't get anything from it.
So like the
So
people
the,
are just
the line was just like
a joke,
memes. Yeah.
but it was funny.
I didn't play in the original like first days that it was out.
You saved yourself a lot of time.
No, I would have loved it.
Why?
that-
Why would
that,
you
like-
love to like just chill and like wait?
In low level
Yeah.
areas. Well, here's the thing, like there's definitely like a lot of strategy that goes into like gaming a system that people have played to death. Like it's 12 years old and people know every detail there's going to be. So like if you plan like a route that nobody else is going to take, then you can start leveling and getting stuff faster than everyone else. So like for example, I would have played a night elf where like nobody else is playing them, and then just started grinding where no one else was because nobody really picks that character.
Why does no one like night elves?
It's the starting zone. They start in like their own
Oh,
island.
I remember.
Mhm.
I remember playing. I think I don't know which version, but I remember being told not to play night elf because you start so far
Well,
from
in
Argomar.
Classics-
Because everybody
in
goes
Classics,
to Argomar. So
Ironforge on Alliance.
yeah, right. My
Yeah.
bad.
But yeah,
I was
no,
thinking about like horde still.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a pain to beat them, but like doing the like hard like grind
Mhm.
is like rewarding for some reason. I don't know. I've never played WoW before this, and it's like,
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay,
like
so
now you know why it's so much fun to certain people.
okay, so you've been playing. I also know you're very talented when it comes to like strategy, turn-based games such as like TFT and Hearthstone. And I say that because you've gotten to such a high rank. Weren't you a legend in Hearthstone?
Yeah.
You were.
hmm
Then why do you say you weren't? You were not.
The Legend's not that hard.
It's like
It's
top
not,
like
though.
1%, and you're like, it's easy. Like anyone can do it. It's just like, but there's only 1% in there.
For Hearthstone, anyone with time can get Legend. Anyone with
Okay.
time, if you
Okay.
play
Now,
enough
now
games, you
you're
can
just, now you're just saying it's so easy and anyone can do
It
it.
is.
Not
It is.
everybody can do it.
I had this idea that
Same with like TFT. Like just because they, it's
I'll
like
give you
saying
a
like
Smash
playing League
question.
of Legends. Just because you play League of Legends, you get good at it, and you have people that have played it like for like 4 or 5 years and they're still bronze.
Yeah, because they don't want to put in the time to
But
like
no,
really.
Okay, but that's what. Okay,
There,
there's
okay,
a
there is
difference
something stopping most
between
people.
like getting good and putting in time. Though.
No, they're pretty much the same. Those
Okay,
go hand in
people are
hand.
bad. All right.
Well, no, it's just a matter of like skill allocation. Like there, I mean, guarantee that if people had somebody just telling them, "Oh, you're doing this wrong,"
Yeah. Okay. That's
like there's just an objective right way in most of these
in
games.
that aspect. It means you have to have had a friend that's already achieved that type of skill.
Well, no, but like I'm saying there's like an objective best way of like going at things.
True.
And I think
But
if people
I'm
live
saying
for those objective best ways,
some
then they
people
would get
yeah,
the results
okay,
they want.
True. Then that counter argument is that like you just said it, that just because they have time and they invest in time into it doesn't mean that they'll get first.
Yeah, because not everyone goes at it the right way.
There you go. So we can agree
Yeah,
with that. Okay.
yeah, that's
cool.
right.
Okay.
Well,
That's all
I had a thing. What?
No, I was gonna say that's all I got for you.
Oh, I was
But, like,
gonna say
if you-
one more thing.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
had this idea
Fruitcake.
that fruitcake. Yeah.
Don't forget to.
Message me fruitcake if you've seen this interview.
Okay.
Even
What
if
if- okay,
it's live.
what
if
if
you're
they
watching
s-
this live,
What if they
and
see
you
this
saying
interview
this,
and then
send me
they
fruitcake.
just don't care to send you fruitcake, or they're lazy like me, where they're like look up your name, they don't find you, and they're like they just forget about it. They're like whatever. Irrelevant. Go on. What were you
Well,
gonna say?
then that proves my point. They don't care enough to
No, that doesn't.
to have seen an interview and to
Go on.
prove my point.
Go on.
Because if they don't message me, my point gets proven.
Your point.
My
Okay,
point.
go. What? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, adding on to that, like I believe anyone in Hearthstone can get Legend.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with top 75 in Smash. I was gonna make a post like, if you genuinely believe
I think
you
Here's
can't get top
is an
75.
example of someone trying harder and harder to get top 75. Because Here's was is a person that got 79 or like 76.
Mhm.
You know, at the end of the season, and he's like, "Can I sign up?" I'm like, "No, you can't. Like, there's just it's just the rules."
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk to. Can we just talk Smash RGB rules?
Yeah, we still have to completely do that, like format the
Can you
whole thing.
ban like top 10, top 20?
I banned top 3.
Really?
I didn't ban top.
Is
I
that a
didn't ban top 10 because like going based on Titus's record,
Mhm.
it's not reasonable to ban top 10.
What?
Like Titus's record is like 4 and like 6. He has more losses than wins, or like 5-4. Like he doesn't have a good record compared to
Still.
like other players.
It doesn't matter about his record. It's more of like the meme, the guy pushing the button.
No,
I wanted to make the meme before like finals, of like the guy pushing, like sweating, wanting to push between two buttons,
okay.
and it's like anomaly, and he's having to decide between pushing the two buttons, and one button says, "I love all my teammates each
But
individually,
okay,
and then the other one says anchor Titus every match.
it's the exact same thing with Commander, because I think Zymusic played 9
Exactly.
series of
And
his
top 20.
10. But Zymusic wasn't top 10 at that point yet. Like, he wasn't PR
It
yet.
doesn't matter.
But that
but, like-
okay, but that just adds to the fact that like you don't have to be PR to be
Okay, okay,
that
then-
efficient. you
Okay,
know?
you're right. Then how about this? Like, make it based. Make it like, what is it? Like the like boys and girls basketball club league rules, where you have to like play all your players on bench. You can't like have bench warmers. You can't have one guy who's like
I was
all-star.
thinking that, but I think like if for whatever reason there's situations where like a player is not attending, like how are you gonna make them like play if they're not attending?
Oh, that's the other
sometimes?
thing. If they don't attend once, they get one warning and that's it. You just cut them if they don't show
Well,
up.
that's
more
on the
than once.
that's what I mean. Like that's on the coaches. That's not on me because I think as it
Anybody.
is, every coach is still like learning how to do it properly. Because
Show up.
like no, I mean how to be a leader with our players per se. You look at me like that,
I'm
but
looking at you
Anomaly
like
is
that.
a good example
Yeah.
of like not necessarily fully grasping or like being feeling comfortable in this because he felt a lot of pressure. Same with what's it called? There's another coach here that I can't think about.
Caesar.
Lunchbox?
What's his name?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Is it him
yeah. Well, that you saw his Lunchbox.
or Droid or
No, Toffee.
Droid.
I think Toffee did well. Lunchbox is another example of someone that, you know, like where he has this feeling that like if they're not showing up, like I'm not gonna put them in. You know.
because you can't.
No. Like if they're not showing up to practice.
Oh,
Because like he told me that at one point he told his players like if you don't show up, like you're not gonna be in it.
no clue. Like
Okay,
just
but I'm saying
like,
out of the game days,
Mhm.
game days, you still have situations where like you know your player says something like inappropriate, something that they shouldn't say to the other teammates, such as saying like you guys aren't as good, or like saying stuff that
did this happen?
no. But I'm saying that like possible scenarios that could happen, and I'd be forcing them to play a player that isn't being a team player to play and have game time when they shouldn't have game time in the eyes of the coach. Look, man, if like just okay, I think the boys and girls format or like of saying like everybody should have a time to play isn't right because I think it should be viewed as competitive and not as you know, I want everybody to have a good time or kind of thing.
I thought it was like getting players more exposure to stream and to playing in.
I think that's how a lot of people took it, but my original plan is to have people find it more competitive and more team oriented because there was like a lot of like clan thing that was happening, but like there wasn't anything like organized or formatted,
Yeah.
and I wanted it to be competitive against each other.
Mhm.
And also now there's more like allegiances and people are like saying like I want to be better than that guy, or like saying also having situations where like if you want to get played, you need to get better. I think that's really because there's a lot of players. For example, I think Poncholata is a good example of this, where he wanted to get played and he wanted to like make his team really win. And even though he won his match in playoffs, he was upset because he knew that if he'd be a better player, he would have been able to play against someone that was better than the person that he had played against. I think he played against Logi too, and he won that match. But he knew himself that if he was better, he would have been put up to play against like Titus, you know, for example. Does that make sense?
It does. I don't think any of this really matters.
Why? I think players really have been trying to improve a lot more, and a lot of the like people that aren't top 75 have tried to get it. Like for example, Kuzdo, for example, that was here. Like he came because he wanted to play his 3 tournaments to play in the league. Hero Juice as well. He wanted to be a part of it. LG2 also wanted to be a part of it. You know, all these players are trying harder and being better so they can get picked up. There's a lot of people that that feel that way. You know, they don't want to be bench warmers, but they have to themselves understand that by being a part of the team, you have to like get better to be played.
I get it, but
You don't like it?
I don't like it. I think honestly, I think the way the league should be is just like, well, no. I'm not trying to say that's what it should be. I'm just saying like situations where you get like seeing the stats of the 4 players who played the most on each team. It's like,
Well,
come
there
on.
there was also situations where like I think 2 teams where players just weren't showing up. Like they weren't showing up to practice. They weren't
Well, that's
replying.
why. That's the other thing. I think you give it 1 warning and that's it. Like,
That's on the coaches though. Like that's not for me to. I don't think that's for me to decide to tell them like, hey, cut him off. You know.
oh no, the first.
Like if the coach
the
tells me like, hey,
Ravens-
this person's
the
not gonna play in
Ravens
their team.
preseason game when no one showed up, that's it. Like this is like not a jab at anybody, and like if like we're making schedules in advance and you're committing to the league, like that's why I'm not gonna commit or like join, because like I'm not gonna commit if I don't know if I can go out to every game. Like if you're not gonna make the commitment, cut it there.
And you're right. You know, it's important. You can't say, "Oh, why am I not getting played?" I hate that mentality where like people are like upset that they're not getting played, but they're not want people to show up per se. Like, sure, you can't expect
with Ozzy.
you can't expect your coach to feel the need to put you in if you're not showing up.
I should clarify, Ozzy showed up after he got drafted on the team. He played 1 game and then was never put on again. And then like
he
at
wasn't-
the end of the season, he was like, I'm not going to show up anymore. 'Cause
Okay.
it doesn't matter anymore.
I'm upset about that situation because it was one of those mentalities where I'm not gonna show up because I'm not gonna get played. And I know a lot of those. It's not just Ozzy, obviously. There's obviously a lot of players that have told me like I don't want to show up, or like I don't think I should show up because I'm not gonna play it anyways. But I don't think that's a mentality to see it as. It's similar to like, you know, when you're playing like high school football or something like that. You're told by your coach you're not gonna play, you know. But like, there's reasons that like you should be there. Like, what if like the other player gets injured? You know, what if the opponent like is playing like a strategy or like a strategy that your coach wants to run, and he's only practiced that strategy with you. For example, like, you know, there's like certain situations that could happen that you're now highly needed. And it's not just like, you know, I casually need this guy to play. I highly need this guy to play. We have an injured player. The second one, you know, like, second one in line isn't here. And, like, what are we going to do, per se, you know?
I get it. But I think we just have different views on what the league should be about. Like, you just want it to be like...
coach. That, like...
You just want it to be about, like...
I think a lot of it is just me letting out on the coach. For example, like Toffee has that the same mentality that you have. Like, I want everybody to play. Toffee has that mentality. Commander has that mentality. I didn't tell these guys.
Commander actually, like...
Wants everybody to play.
Yeah, he had a pretty... I think he had the most even distribution of players who played.
Same with Toffee. I think Toffee as well.
I played the most, but I still think, like... J-Med was on Eagles, right? I think J-Med
was on Americans.
Who am I thinking of?
For what? For what?
For Eagles.
Zy Music, Project Zeta.
Zeta.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Commander had that mentality when is he still being a coach?
Yeah, Commander's still gonna be a coach. I mean, you win, you're gonna want to win again. Same with like Toffee. Like Toffee wants to win again. You know, Toffee wanted to quit, but like I feel like for him, it's that thing where like he wants to win again before like he puts in the towel, kind of thing. He's just like, nah, one more, and then I'll call it, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing where you want to go out with a bang, and that's what Toffee is looking for.
Wait, do stop the. Are you really gonna make the game day at Comic-Con? Are you getting passes for everyone to go in?
More than likely, yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna cost me a leg and an
Wait, really?
Why not? Like,
well,
okay, it is such a grand experience to have like like 100 people watching you instead of 20.
Oh, like you're gonna do like main stage or like event stage
Well, were you there for this last year? South Texas
for
Comic
Comic
Con?
Con?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think I worked
The
it.
way that we
Did
had
I?
it is that we had a big projector. We had a ballroom. Half the ballroom was chairs. People were coming in and just like casually walking in,
Oh.
and they were watching us
was
like
it
play
the one-
MK11.
Oh yeah, no, I was there. I would. I
Yeah,
guess
like
so.
we're probably gonna use that type of like format, and that's hype, you know. And it's different, and like there will be like obviously commentating and like stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I think I think it's exactly where we're heading. You know, the real like hype aspect of it, and I
Yeah.
feel like if we didn't have it South Texas Comic Con, it'd be a miss. You know.
Well, the only thing was, like, the only problem I had was making it mandatory without being able to like get people in,
What do you mean?
making people pay to get into Comic Con
Yeah,
to
I
play a game day.
really am hoping that I can manage to get all the players in naturally, or like just give them specific passes where like
You guys are here for just this.
yeah, and like get the hell out of here. You're
Yeah.
out.
Did you? I don't know.
Uh,
Just talk to Ramsey
no, yeah.
or Roy. Roy's. can
That's
help
what we're
with
gonna
this.
be trying to do, and it's gonna be naturally difficult. But I think it's so hype to have it at like a bigger event and a bigger venue. You know,
I was
like-
checking the time.
like would you not enjoy that? Would you
Yeah.
not?
I thought you were having like random people come in, but now I know what you're talking about.
What
Like
do you mean
the
random
fight
people come in?
stage. I thought you were gonna have it on like the
Like at
the
a
Comic
no,
Con
no.
main
It has
stage.
like if it's not on big screen, I'll just like cancel it. Or like if it's not on a screen,
Yeah.
there's no point in having it there because it loses the whole purpose
Right.
of having it there. You know.
Mhm.
So yeah, naturally like have that in mind.
That's cool.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's what we have planned, and naturally something I'm incredibly excited for because I think it's a way for the players to get more exposure.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
We're not streaming this, you know that, right?
Really?
Yes.
That's all I wanted to know. Why
No, we're
not?
not streaming. Because this is gonna be on YouTube and Spotify.
Okay. Well, that's all for today, folks.
All right. Do you have anything else to say?
Uh,
Was it Fruitcake?
yeah. No, please, if you do hear this, please message me the word fruitcake.
Hey Tusk, I'm gonna be that guy, but would you happen to have water with you?
No.
Oh, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say.
From your house.
Join if you are interested. If you are the type of person that is going to message me fruitcake because you're watching this video, go ahead and start subbing to WoW Classic. Join the server Blow Me, and start playing with me.
All right.
And that's it. I hate Smash.
Thanks for watching. Sub, follow, subscribe, everything in between. And make sure to keep following RGV Sports for more content.